Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the grand final of the ESL Australia 4-4 Open Cup number 8. It is Goblin Army taking on Unknown, and this is, once again, the final two teams out of these two. These teams have already met up before, though, earlier in the bracket, and that time it was a great series to be watched. However, it was a 3-0 to team of Goblin Army. Will that happen again, or will it go to Unknown this time? Unknown, the team from the lower bracket, fought their way back up here in this game, and this time, though, they need to win 2 best-of-5 series to be able to take out this overall tournament win. For Goblin Army, because they're the team from the upper bracket, they have a little bit more cruisy. They only need to win 1 series for them to be able to secure this one. And already straight off the bat, you'll notice they've gotten the majority advantage. They've taken out 2 kills in comparison to 1 death that they've had, and it is Saya with this Talkbow about to get another. That is going to be now Porksy, the last alive, as he Matrix dodges the next sniper bullet. We'll be looking for this gunfight, and he will be able to take down a Bondi there as well. Right there, you'll notice it's a 1v3 turned into a 1v2 Talkbow right in front of him, and he does need to be careful, of course, from a player possibly in the flank, but both players in front, one's sniper, one's with the Talkbow, and he'll be trying to see if he can potentially dodge them, as they've got the Nashes out there as well for this one, of course. He's got nowhere to run. They know that one, and they're going to just try and pinch him in there. He's going to get taken down, and that's going to be the first round to the Goblin Army right there. We are going to be seeing with that 1-0, and this next round going to be starting on up. Unknown had a little bit of a rough edge. Once again, Unknown had a little bit of a break before their last game, but then they played GPP. They went into a game 4. They had a little bit of a rough patch there in some of those maps as well. But now over into this one, we're going to be seeing exactly what we know. So far, we see in that first round of play, we saw exactly what really happened in that winners bracket final. Had a little bit of a rough run, had a couple of rocky mistakes, and then they have a couple of strong rounds like these ones where you notice they pick off those kills early. They get those early possession plays, they get that early control, and they move from there. But right now, the current situation stands where they're in a 3v2 situation. I'm going to look at Sad how that Talkbow, though, as he normally does, and we also have Bondi with that sniper rifle. Now, that 2-power weapon combination in those people's hands specifically is a deadly one, and that really is going to put it to show how well they can use these weapons right now. Bondi's an absolute machine there with that sniper rifle, and Saya has been making some creative Talkbow plays throughout the day as well, and even throughout off tournament times in just their scrims and such. It's going to be interesting to see if we can pull out any interesting talks right there, and just like that, doesn't even hesitate, just going to take down Scissor. A little bit of melee appreciation at the same time, holding that reload in, and we're going to have Bondi now pushing on up through the same time. Initial shot's going to go in, Dead Zone's going to get taken, and Cruzy is going to be the last one alive. Sayers going to get dropped there from Dead Zone's nade as he gets a kill from the grave, and Cruzy just going to go in like it's nothing, taking down that final kill, and going to be seeing that kill from Bondi just going to get dropped right then and there, rather, as we're going to have round 3 now going to be starting off. This is the way we like it, right? This is the way we're going to want to start off our finals gameplay, where you start off where it's going round for round right there. You're going to be seeing right now, though, Gazelle on your screens going over to this low side middle bridge, and he's going to be beaten by one of the players there from the Locust team. Now he's going to have his teammates there pushing up with him, and they're really deciding, okay, do we want to go Talkbow, or do we want to go over to this middle bridge side? Talkbow seemed to be the way they wanted to go in, and Scissor beat him to the punch, downing him. Scissor will get dropped in return, though. Say gets picked back up as Cruzy takes down Bondi. Willie will take down Dead Zone. You look over across the map, though, Cruzy, who was the one to pick up the sniper rifle for the Locust team of Unknown, misses the shot there on one of the players, and Porksy is going to be aggressively pushing over to try and clean up this kill. Now he's got turned across, though, and Saya puts him in his place right there as he gets taken down. Cruzy will get taken down in return. May have taken down one of the players from the opposing team, sorry, but he just was not able to do too much there for this one. Gazelle there on your screens. Going to be looking to actually, we jumped aboard with last time. Let's jump aboard with some of the people from the opposing team. I'm feeling some Porksy right now as going over to this top connection side of things. He's going to have 2 players there from the opposing team there to deal with. He's going to see this 1v1 with Gazelle when he gets taken down. Maybe I should have stuck on board with him as we're going to see him right there. Dead zone over on that middle ridge. Nade's coming his way. He's going to dodge that one successfully, but now his team is being forced to have to push on over through to Bondi. Bondi's going to have none of that, though, as he takes down Cruzy. Bondi gets dropped, but Scissor and Dead Zone going to be defeated there as well, leaving another round to the team of the Goblin Army. That's going to be the map point bringing the map point there to them. So once again, do need to learn proper English. It would help. Definitely a lot while trying to talk over from this one. 3-1 though becomes the overall score count here in this game, and that does make it into, once again, a map point round here for these guys to be having. So one more round, they will be able to take up the map and take the lead 1-0 here in the overall series, and we will see with these guys pushing forward if they can possibly be able to keep that one up. I mean, you're going to be seeing Gazelle right now is going to try to be able to pick off one kill. Dead Zone's now going to be there in a little bit of a bloodlust, blood bath as well included. And I mean, I didn't even need to continue that one forward because Bondi was just like, you know what, I'm lacking in a couple of kills. I'll get a couple more to be able to wrap up that last round and put some kills on the board, because he was able to get those and able to secure his team the overall win there. And I mean, look at Saya right there, 8 kills for himself. Scissor was unfortunately one player who was not able to even pick up a single kill there as well. And we're going to be going over to map number 2 right there. That first map for the grand final really didn't last too long, and this second map hopefully will last a little bit longer than that. I mean, Canals is map number 1, but War Machine is going to be map number 2. And I mean, we all know and love War Machine there for that one. Just a little bit of a reminder of the maps we saw in the first time these teams placed was Fuel Depot, Mansion, and War Machine, I do believe, was the correct rotation. So Canals, War Machine, and Clock Tower is what we have guaranteed for ourselves. And if needed, a Mansion and a Fuel Depot there from that one. So it's definitely an interesting one indeed. Team staying the same right there. We'll update that score on for you all right now as well. But Goblin Army are going to be taking a 1-0 lead here in the overall series. And yeah, we are going to be seeing that becoming, with a 1-0. Only need 2 more maps. I mean, we've seen them do it before, but can we see them again? I have some faith in the unknown squad to be able to potentially make something happen. And I'm looking at this first round to be a big break or make or break situation here for both of these two teams. But I'm really looking at unknown to need to start strong. For this one, so let's see what they can do in this opening play right now, as we are going to be seeing these guys moving on forward off the initial break. 2 players over to that sniper side. Of course, one player going instantly for that Windows, the other player back sandbags. Cruzy going to be that Windows player. He's getting contested on the forward. Decided to possibly look at pushing on up, but he's going to have 2 players there waiting for him as the shots just try to come off. Cruzy puts himself in a bad spot and he's going to get taken down there by Sayers. Nades come on out. The first nade out will not connect. Second nade maybe looking to pick up some kills. Won't be able to either, as Porksy just getting some shots over to the player at the back sandbags at the talkway. Bondi's going to be that player and he's going to get taken down right there. He will get cleaned up there by Dead Zone as Dead Zone looks to get some crosses over. 3v3 situation over on that sniper side. Scissor will take down Willie. It's up against 2 players now, and Scissor will now drop, bringing it back to a 2v2. Sniper is going to get picked up there by, I believe that was Saya. And we are going to be seeing that 2v2. Gazelle and Saya taking on Dead Zone and Porksy. Porksy with that pistol though, is you can't definitely underestimate that one, as he's going to be looking to make a huge impact here in this one. We have Porksy spotting Saya over the side. Saya's forced to swap over to his Nasher. Still back over onto these windows. You will see Porksy now bailing out of there, as you will now see the other player's going to be contesting there on Dead Zone, and Porksy just tries to turn around and hightail it back to his teammate. But he just wasn't able to. He just wasn't able to do it, and I was going to be rotating back over to the nade spawn side where Gazelle was going to be there waiting for him. Both Saya and Gazelle are there, and they're going to be looking to possibly make some kills out with that Torquebo and mine some floppy Torquebos. But doesn't seem to be as creative as Saya is though, because he's not going to be able to. He hasn't been so far able to push it through the divider right there. Nade's not going to be able to connect. Foxy has managed to get out of dodge for the moment. 2 minutes still to kill time if he wants to go for that stalemate, but he needs to pick off at least 1 kill in that time. Going for this contestation right there. There's the first kill. Takes down Gazelle. Looks for the second shot as well. Nearly got it, but Saya was able to take him down. And that's going to make it the first round on the board there for the team of Goblin Army, of course. Once again, it does help when I update the scoreboard. Multiple different processes. It is 1-0. Don't worry, didn't forget. We're up there. We're good. As, yeah, we are into this next round. Bondi on your screens picking up these nades straight away. We'll be looking where he wants to use them specifically. Gazelle taking a half red. Forced to push back his teammates. Not wanting to overcommit in that process either. As Say is going to be able to take down Porksy. I mentioned about not overcommitting. He didn't need to because Porksy went that extra step further than he needed to. Say is going to take down Cruzy as well. Can he go for the third kill? Scissor is going to get a good shot there on Saya. And Scissor is taking a full red also. Scissor gets taken. I'm not too sure if that was worth the trade right there as it becomes a 3v1 situation. Dead Zone has nades coming in his face, so he's going to be charging on forward. And Bondi's just going to take him down. That's going to make it 2-0 in their favor as they obviously lead the series 1-0. They're halfway there to the second map. They're playing strong. And of course, we just see them play strong on that last War Machine also over in the upper bracket final. As we are on board with the guys from Unknown once again. I'm on board with Dead Zone straight off the break as we'll push forward over to this Torquebo side. Players, of course, going for nades on both sides as per the standard strategy here for both teams. Notice the player picked up grenades here for the COG team. Bondi over onto the stairs. They don't want to commit too far up forward, but didn't want to commit too far down the bottom either. Sitting on the middle ground, getting that crossover. Dead Zone pushed himself in a back position where no one really was aware just yet. But now he's left the opening open where they're able to get that Torquebo control. They're not able to really watch their flank so far. Scissors now going to be taken down, but Dead Zone, he's also going to get turned, just straight turned around into that Torquebo missile. As you have right there, the last player alive, going to get taken down. That was Cruzy. And then Curb Stomp will go in to secure that map as well. 3-0. One more round to secure the map. Force a 2-0. Possibly go in 3-0 also. It's a starting trend there for them. As we'll stick on board with... let's look over with Cruzy here for this one. As, well, he's going to be able to pick up those nades, but he's going to rotate with those nades back down through the middle and go back over onto windows as well. Now players watching from those back sandbags from the COG team. He's going to be looking to flush them out. Bouncing off that sandbag in the middle, I do believe, was his aim. Wasn't able to really accomplish that just yet. And he's going to pull back out the pistol to be able to get some shots through. As we are going to be still having Cruzy with these shots up and across, and not going to really be able to connect, so we'll swap Bond over. 4v4 situation still. Players still trying to just get themselves in better positions to maybe go for their advantages right now. As Sad just trying to cross over through the back of the map. Going to have the nades coming his way. Did a little bit of damage, but it wasn't really too far gone. Bondi going to take down Dead Zone as Cruzy gets dropped. Also, Sad going to be looking to push this one. Doesn't need to. Gazelle's got that kill, and Scissor will get taken down. That's going to be a 2-0 here to the Goblin Army, as they are only one map away from being able to secure themselves this this final kill. This final, map to be able to secure themselves the series. Therefore, the tournament. Therefore, the final competition of the year. And that is going to be a clock tower for map number 3 for those who are interested. And of course, if Unknown decided to go on a little bit of a comeback, we could be seeing a mansion and a fuel depot. But I definitely think if it's not going to be going on a clock tower, it's going to be going on a mansion. Goblin Army is just too strong right now. And I think that really can be shown by everyone right here in this game so far. But with clock tower coming up for the next map, will we see the squad of Goblin Army take it out as a 3-0, or will Unknown answer back? Let us know your thoughts via stream chat, via social media. Let us know your thoughts so we can get into really what you're thinking as well, what you've sort of seen from the game so far, and how you know these players are really going to be performing to really sit on out from from that one. I mean, just once again to note, Saya, the end of that one, 8 kills for himself, going for that double 8 so far. Possibly for the triple 8s at the end of this map, if he's lucky enough. And we should be getting started in just a moment there as well. On this execution on Clock Tower, just waiting for the host to start things up. The overall score 2-0 in favor of the Goblin Army. And while we do wait, of course, this is the final qualifying cup to earn yourself crucial seeding points, or rather crucial qualifying points, I guess would be a better way to put them, for the Gears of War Major League starting in January 2016, run by ESL. Basically, including this comp, the last 3 competitions have offered players player points, both as a team and as a individual. Of course, divided by 4 or 5, depending if you had a substitute player there in play. And basically, the top 6 with the most amount of points that register to the league will be invited to the Gears of War Major League, as we will see them be battling out for those spots. That's why these competitions, these last 3 competitions, are really crucial for that, where they're basically like, well, you know what, we need these points, we need to stick together as a team, we need to earn those placements. Already see a couple of them with high amount of points so far that have definitely guaranteed themselves, such as Citadel Gaming, Integral Nation, GPP. Those are definitely Unknown would be another one also. We've got those players which have basically guaranteed themselves some high-level points right here to be able to qualify for the Gears of War Major League by ESL. And now we're going to be starting up on Execution Clock Tower. But just to wrap that up, of course, that is going to be starting in January 2016. The plan is to be able to have all games streamed as well. So we'll have a period of between 6 to say 11 or 12 a.m. matches spread out, schedules shown throughout the entire week, throughout the entire season in advance to be able to have teams prepare themselves. And then basically, these teams will have those time slots, and hopefully we should be able to get all matches streamed for that as well. In any way, shape or form. We'll see how this match will play out, and hopefully we'll see a strong comeback from the Unknown squad here in this one. But we're kicking things off, and we are going to be jumping on board with the front runner from the team of Goblin Army, and that is going to be Bondi. He's going to be running straight forward with his pistol out over onto the back and top stairs. Right here, smoke's coming out across the board over onto this side as well, leaving no visibility to be shown over onto the long shot side of the top clock tower. Right here, shots coming out with Cruzy taking down, getting taken down there by Bondi. Darkside getting taken down by Dead Zone. Pistol headshots, OP right there. Scissor takes down Bondi. Gazelle down Dead Zone, and Scissor will get dropped, leaving 2 players up against the 2 from Goblin Army. Now, getting taken a full red was, I do believe, Willie right there. But Gazelle has picked up this sniper rifle and is able to get some good shots on the board there to maybe be able to down one. Now, he's not going to be able to get picked up just yet. Dead Zone's not in any position to be able to revive him either, and he will be able to get cleaned up. Dead Zone, as the last live, will throw some nades that he picked up just then over at Willie, who's just wrapped around over through the bottom car right there. Player's going to be chasing him, or rather player, as that's going to be Dead Zone, trying to force a 1v1 right now. Player's coming through the back. That's going to be Gazelle with that sniper rifle. Dead Zone's still going to be able to pick off that kill anyway. Gazelle's not going to be able to make too much happen. Dead Zone on the forward point. And Dead Zone still with 1 grenade left for himself. Going to be throwing that one out, and yep, it's not gonna be able to connect with anything quite yet. Gazelle's still in this 1v1 though. Dead Zone still at the top stairs. Going to be looking to push forward, dodges the sniper bullet there as well. Gazelle's going to pull out the Nashak. Now the fight has moved to the top of the sandbags, right there. And yeah, get him going for a couple of shots through. Nope, Gazelle's going to get taken down. That's going to be Dead Zone who walks away with that one. Taking out the first round on the board there for them. And, we will see how either team will be able to counteract here in round number 2, sorry. moving on forward. Bond is, of course, going to be that front runner still once again for his team. Gazelle's going to be pushing over with a couple of active pistol bullets, aiming for those early headshots there as well. As they go for them, players just trying to keep their head down, but they're also trying to provide cover, so it's a little bit of a catch-22 there. Willie gets taken down early. Scissor's going to be the one to put him into the ground as Porksy gets taken down. Got the shots from a Gazelle there, the Nasher shots, but no one was expecting the flank there. Cruzy takes down Gazelle. Saya cleans up Scissor, and now it's going to be a 3v1 situation. The one is a Saya right there, and we are going to be seeing him push through back onto, I was going to say back to the bottom, but he's changed his mind, got a little bit stuck, and has now gotten himself down there as well. Right there. That's going to be another round to the unknown squad. As they, they put themselves into a great start right there. I mean, Dead Zone, Scissor, Cruzy, Porksy, they've definitely been doing work. You look at Dead Zone, 640 points for himself also. Definitely been the playmaker there for his team. At the same time, I'm going to be looking at the other guys from Goblin Army to pull some plays out. Of course, they're going to be just aware of where all their opposition is at the same time to be able to call their plays out. But you notice one Locust player who pushing on up. Say is going to stop him down there. That was Cruzy who decided to be a little bit bold right there. A little miss roll right there. We'll see Bondi get taken down. Scissor will get dropped there by Saya, and Gazelle gets taken down by Porksy. Once again, Saya going to be the last one alive. This time, a 1v2 situation. He's trying to just stay alive right now, but Porksy gets him and is able to take him. That's 3-0 for them, and that makes it into a map point lead there for them. Here from the unknown side. I do believe also for these guys of Goblin Army, say if they are able to secure one more round, oh sorry, if they drop this map, sorry rather, complete opposite turn of things, that will be their first map dropped in the entire competition so far, I do believe off memory. Either way, first kill having happened there from Porksy, rather to Porksy. As you say, the nades coming out as well. Bondi will get taken down, same with Scissor as Willie puts him down. Nades coming out, not being able to connect quite successfully. As we do have these pistol shots still coming out. Scissor getting taken down to 3 quarters red right there, almost instantly. As the COG team trying to pick up those power weapons and trying to bail out of there. As they're just slowly trying to, retreat out of their current position to try to regroup and then push on forward as you see them currently doing. They're trying to now box their opponents in. And you see players coming up through these mid-stairs. Scissor's going to get taken down. We have Cruzy getting dropped also. Dead Zone's going to be the last one. Misses the shot there on the bed, and he's going to get taken down. That is going to be the first round for the Goblin Army. But, I mean, come on. For those who are watching, will we see a comeback? We've seen it happen before, not against Unknown, but we've seen the comeback happen. Where you're down 3-0. Can still come back to win 4-3. Can still happen, depending on how the way you want to play the game right there. As we're going to be seeing, because now let's jump on board with actually notice Cruz going down bottom there, picking up those grenades once again. Porksy going to be trying to get some shots across through to the opposing team. Smokes once again obscuring all visibility right now. Saya has rotated down bottom, decided not to commit too far gone. He'll rotate back over now that Cruz has gone back to the top of the map with those grenades in hand. He's going to be looking to put them into use as well. So there's the first one. Gazelle gets taken down there by Dead Zone also. Nades will flush out Baird right there as he'll get forced to get taken down there by Scissor. Second nade will clean him up as we do have Bondi taking down Scissor. 3v2 situation. Bondi taking a full red also, I might add. As the shots come out, wasn't expecting Porksy to be right there, and he's going to be taken, leaving Saya to be the last alive once again. This time 1v3 situation, not going to be able to make anything happen, and there we go. That's the first map to the team of Unknown. They put a map on the board. They're able to stay alive here in this game, and they have been able to, keep things going for themselves here in this series. 2-1 is the overall score count though, and I did mention last map that Unknown, I see them taking it potentially the clock tower, and if that happens though, I still do see, unfortunately, Goblin Army taking out that Mansion game based off what we have seen from them in the past. It's all going to have to depend on how Unknown play this one, though, and whether this this could affect them. You know, maybe some new strategies need to come out of play here in this one. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out for this game to start, though. Once again, I'll offer it up to your predictions. Will it be the guys from Goblin Army? Will they secure this map and secure this series, or will Unknown come in to be able to take out something? We'll find out. Game starting up. No time left to waste right now as we kick that one up. Remember, of course, to tweet at the stream. We'll just go to @Gowashiania to give it a little bit of a retweet there as well. This is the finals of the ESL Australia 4-on-4 Open Cup number 8. Final competition of the year here from ESL Australia. And we'll see how that will really pan out by the end of this one. Execution Mansion. Alright, Unknown will lose this. There is Boom, and they cannot weapon slide coming from Virix. Definitely have to agree on that one. Well, they can weapon slide, they just can't do it on every beck and call, as we did see from, I do believe it was Dead Zone, as he tried to weapon slide that boom shot 3 times in the last series that we saw them in. Dead Zone going to be the player running over to that boom shot as well, as he does have players over onto that mid statue going to contest. Darksayer will get taken down off early. Dead Zone taking a half red. Players going to be pushing over to that boom shot side, as well as Porksy will take down Gazelle. Gazelle takes down Caesar, as we do have Saya taking down Porksy. Saya's getting taken down. Dead Zone is stunned. That nade might be able to get him, but no, too slow there for him right there, as Saya will get taken down by Dead Zone. 2v2 situation right here. Cruzy going to get down by a boom shot. Willie's going to be up at those nades, and that's going to force Dead Zone to need a push on up right there to apparently to his death, because he's going to get taken down. And yeah, then you're going to be having that first round to the team of the Goblin Army as we load up into round number 2. We will now see the guys from Unknown looking to once again play the same strategy. Mansion, you're always going to be running the majority of your players, or your plays rather, going through the same side. Players over the middle, players over onto the boom shot, sometimes possibly over to the nades as well. Porksy, you saw him start off great with a huge kill. Now he's just trying to find a player. His teammates go, okay, you know what, here he is. Porksy will get taken down though from a nade from Willie, who has now rotated to the top of the sniper inside the mansion itself, of course, to pick that one up. Weapon sliding that, and he's going to be looking for a headshot. Gets the shoulder though, unfortunately enough. Going to go for that active reload though, which is going to be deadly, unfortunately. It would be if he was able to pick up those kills. And unfortunately, not going to be able to connect from that one either. He's decided against his better judgment. He's going to go in for some Nasher battles right here. Looking to pick up a kill, won't be able to do it, and he's going to get taken down as the team of Unknown pick up their first round of this map. Let's see what they can do on this next round. Moving forward, we have the guys from Unknown once again looking to push forward aggressively over onto this boom mid and nade sides respectively. As you see, Cruzy going up top, not really going to be contested straight off the bat, but he's got that crossover, which has now unfortunately allowed him to get open, to allow his positioning awareness to sort of go down a little bit, because he opened himself up, he got taken down. That's now into a 1v1 situation. Boom is now picked up there by Saya. Saya has the advantage so far in terms of power weapon control, but Porksy has a little bit of height to run away from, as Saya has made himself up the top there. Pistols coming into play from Porksy, trying to clean this one up once again. Saya is in a difficult position there with that boom shot. He's still going to go for it anyway, as Porksy has just gone around the corner. Saya is going to clean him up. That's going to be the round. Quick one at that, and that is going to see Saya going 4 kills for himself. I mean, he's halfway there to the 8 that he's been getting in the maps that they've won so far. And they're halfway there to being able to secure themselves their map as well. On board with the other guys from Goblin Army right here. I'm going to jump aboard with Saya straight off the break this time. and he's going to be that player that's sitting on that statue side first. There you go, the first shot in connects well with the Locust team. Able to clean up the kills on another. Will get taken down, but you do see his teammates just contesting and making the kill feed explode right there. Locust team doing their own well-playedness of that sense. And I mean, I lost my words then. I know that made no sense whatsoever, but that completely turned around. The kills went in favor of the COG team, then it just completely changed, and the Locust team, specifically Dead Zone and Scissor, were able to just hold their guns and pick up the kills, get those doubles, and then just, you know, be able to go from and just continuously get those kills to be able to get that round. That's tied it back up at 2 to 2 here in this one. Dead Zone gets taken out early though, getting taken out by Bondi. Saya takes down Scissor. Boom shot picked up now as Cruzy tries to push on through, but unfortunately missing a couple of shots. He'll get taken down there from that boom shot. And that was an exceptionally quick round there by them. Now match points for the team of Goblin Army right now. One more round is all that's needed to be able to secure themselves this this overall win for themselves. Remember, still 2 rounds potentially for Unknown. And there's always a second chance there for the Goblin Army if they do fail the first time round. We'll jump aboard with team captain Dead Zone from the Unknown squad. 3 players coming straight into his face. He's got his teammate there to assist. And you just saw Bondi and Say getting taken down, but not before Porksy and Cruzy dropped either. Dead Zone does get taken down, and we have those pistol shots coming out also. Scissor gets dropped, Dead Zone gets dropped, and that is going to be GG. That's all she wrote, as that is it for this competition, because Goblin Army secure the series 3-1 and take out the ESL Australia 4-4 Open Cup number 8 there from that one. So definitely well played there by them. Definitely well played by all teams competing throughout the day as well. Definitely wasn't an easy feat from that one, but made through it. That marks the end of the competitions there from ESL for the remainder of the year. We'll be starting off strong there in January with the Gears of War Major League and some other surprises there in there as well. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And I mean, that's all for us here at Oceania. In terms of an ESL perspective, we'll see you next year. And yeah, we'll be back next time with the next broadcast as the Gears of War Major League.